Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Rick Barry, Calvin Murphy, just some of the Hall of Fame players that LeBron James never played against. It seems like he's played forever. He hasn't. The NBA's been around 78 seasons. This is 78th season. LeBron James is in year 21, so his longevity could be matched by very few players in league history. And last night, the Lakers moved to 500, okay, with their win over the Dallas Mavericks, and ESPN posted a very interesting graphic. So, this is via Bleacher Report's X page. LeBron's career longevity is wild. So, there you see on the graphic, played against 35% of all players in NBA history. Now, I was trying to find how many players there have been in NBA history. I saw somewhere that as of 2019 or 2020, StatHead Basketball said there was around 3,500. So they projected there was about 4,500. So about 4,800 players all time. So if that's the case, 35% of that would be 1,680 players. So that's about how many LeBron James has played against in his career. Let's see an interview where they ask him to name all of those players. Let's see how many of them he could get. I mean, that would actually be kind of interesting. We see some of the top comments. So Vince Carter has played with or against nearly 40% of all players who have ever played in the history of the NBA. So, I mean, Vince Carter hung on his career. He hung on to his career for many years where he wasn't really part of a rotation or playing huge minutes. But that's something different as well. This mentions played with as well. That LeBron James stats didn't mention played with. You know, he might have been on teams where guys were signed to 10-day contracts, never played again. So his number would probably be even higher if they included that. And then this comment here by Hard Rock Bet. He entered the league with a flip phone. So he was at a WWE event, looks like maybe before his playing career. I'm not sure, but um, it was so long ago that Stone Cold Steve Austin was still in the WWE. Um, Wanted to take a look at one of the NBA rosters. I'm looking at my Knicks from LeBron James rookie year 2003-04. I do a series called Forgotten Athlete Friday, and a lot of these guys could have been on there. I actually had one of these guys on there, and Michael Doliak. We got Shandon Anderson, Vin Baker, Doliak, Howard Isley, Penny Hardaway. Yes, Penny Hardaway was on the Knicks at the time. Othello Harrington, Allen Houston, one of the great shooters in Knicks history, DeMar Johnson, Starbury, Stephon Marbury, Antonio McDyess, Nazi Muhammad, Dikembe Mutombo, Muchi Norris, Bruno Sundov, Mike Sweetney, Kurt Thomas, Tim Thomas, Cesare Trabansky, Keith Van Horn, remember him? I think he was what, the second overall pick. I actually liked him with the Knicks. Then they traded him for Tim Thomas straight up. Charlie Ward. The New York had some bad quarterbacks back then, the Giants and Jets. So the running joke was that Charlie Ward is the best quarterback in New York. Of course, he won a Heisman Trophy as a quarterback with Florida State. Clarence Weatherspoon and Frank Williams. Sometimes I feel old, but looking at things like that, I start to feel a little bit younger because I'm younger than all those guys I just named. The youngest is Michael Sweetney, who was born October 25th, 1982. But they're all guys I mostly remember. Some of those guys played maybe one or two games with the Knicks. But again, crazy stat, 35% of players in NBA history, and that number should continue to grow. Pretty sure he's going to play next season as well. and a whole new draft class coming in. Of course, there's more players for him to experience playing against. But anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.